When they start getting a little bit of fame, they got everybody kissing their ass all day. Everybody been telling him everything you're doing is cool. He's taking drugs, he's getting fucked up. Like, it's a lot of yes men in this industry. Them yes men are gone and people really tell you how they feel about you and how you really are. Half of these motherfuckers won't know how to handle that situation.
Whenever there's a celebrity with any degree of fame, power, influence, and especially money, there's always going to be people that want a piece of the pie, and they'll do whatever it takes to get that. This dynamic can be especially dangerous whenever the celebrity is heavily addicted to drugs. You'll very often see people pretending to be their friends just so they can continue to get their free handouts from the celebrity while enabling their destructive lifestyle that will inevitably lead to their demise. We're going to look at a few clips that show this dangerous dynamic in action. First, let's take a look at a clip from a live stream hosted by Adam22. And if you're not familiar with who Adam22 is, he's going to be a reoccurring character on this video, so I'll give a quick background. He's a hip-hop podcaster, live streamer, YouTuber, and he's branched out into other areas, but he's just a personality in that realm who'll frequently interview rappers and talk about rap music news and gossip, etc. So during his live stream, the rapper Boonk Gang shows up and wants to go on live with him. And also some background on Boonk Gang. Boonk Gang is a rapper who started off as just a social media personality whose whole gimmick, or at least most of it, was doing videos where he would steal things, record it, and post the videos online.
You gonna get these? Yeah, I'm gonna get them too. I'm gonna take these up to the counter.
He actually amassed quite a following from it. I believe he had 5 million followers on Instagram at one point, and to capitalize off of that success, he decided to start a rap career. And as you're gonna see in a second, he obviously struggled with drug and alcohol abuse. So let's play the video and see exactly what happened when he went on Adam22's live stream.
Let's talk some more. We got some more to talk about.
Well, what else do you feel like you need to cover that hasn't been covered already here?
No, even though my Instagram been deleted, I've been on Twitter.
Well, that's good.
And my Twitter is popping.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
I've been putting some pornos on Twitter.
Yeah, you can do that. That's actually a cool idea. What's your Twitter, for the record? Just Boonk Gang?
My Twitter is straight Boonk Gang.
Okay.
My Instagram is straight Boonk Gang, but you know I don't got that right now.
Yeah, we know. All right.
Oh, he said, yeah, we know. How you know?
Because you talked about it for the past 20 minutes.
All right, yeah. Yeah. You already know. You already know I posted on there.
Yeah, you put porn on there.
Yeah, but listen.
Mark Zuckerberg doesn't like that.
Listen, I had 4.5 million followers.
Right, we know this too. And then
right?
it went to 5.2, yeah.
And then it went to 5.2. So that's almost 1 million followers I gained in a couple of days.
Won't get any deletion issues.
I know I can for sure. For a fact.
Get out there.
Listen,
slang that iron.
The hiccups I got is getting on my nerves.
Yeah. You could say that again. Anyway. I feel like we've covered a lot here.
You think we covered it not a lot, or you think we covered it enough?
Enough. I would say, yeah.
Enough?
Yeah. I feel like I know what's going on now.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, there was a lot of information crammed in there.
Look, I got a hit single called Young Boy.
Right, yeah, the one coming out, yeah.
You heard it?
Well, you were talking about it like 5 minutes ago, yeah.
You heard it?
I don't know if I heard it, but
That shit gonna be on the radio and everywhere. All platforms.
Right.
Like, you know what? I feel like this shit gonna go. I feel like this shit gonna go viral because I hiccup like 50 times.
Just being fucked up in general might be the reason why it might go a little viral.
Yep. It just might be.
I feel like the most viral part was the moment where I thought that you were gonna puke on me, and you see me like crawling out from under you.
No.
I was terrified. You're a scary guy.
Look. Puke, hiccup.
Same thing.
I'm not gonna do.
Okay.
Hiccups. I might got some hiccups. I don't even know where they come from. But look.
So just in case you missed it, because I think it's pretty understandable, it was pretty hard to notice, Boonk Gang was just a little bit high and drunk in this video, right? We're going to continue playing it because what happens later is crazy. But yeah, he was obviously very high or drunk. He was on some substance and it wasn't good. It really wasn't. And you saw Adam22 was saying like, no dude, you probably shouldn't be doing this podcast. This isn't very good, because obviously this is not a good look for someone. Even if it's known that you're addicted to drugs, even if it's known that you're a substance abuser, going on a live stream when you're drunk or high or both is not a good idea. It's a recipe for disaster and it's just an overall horrible look. It's going to make people worried about you, and they should be. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise, but I think anyone in their right mind would not do this, and obviously he wasn't in his right mind at this time.
Appreciate you, Boonk. Thank you.
Donators been waiting, bro. You'll be capping on their time, bro.
It's all right. You can leave the black and mild on the ground. It's okay, bro. It's okay, bro.
Oh, it's okay, bro.
Whole lot. Oh, whole lot of black and mild shit. All right. Whole lot of.
I'll be up.
Shout out to the homie Boonk. Oh my God.
Bro. Help me with this, bro. Okay.
All right.
Your face straight, bro.
Did that, did you? All right.
You good? You good?
Yep. Man asked me, I'll take a picture.
Oh yeah, you can take a picture
You're gonna get a
right
picture.
here.
Don't worry.
Maybe this will be the thumbnail. Huh?
Get a picture. Don't fall forward on that, please.
Hey,
Smile for the
If I get puked on, that's the ultimate thumbnail.
Bro, don't puke on me neither.
nah.
Look at the camera. That way.
That's fine.
No, that's good.
Yeah,
That's good. All right, they're good.
All right. Appreciate you, Boonk.
You want your black?
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Wow. Take care, bro.
You happy now?
Appreciate you.
Back to the studio. Oh, shit.
Oh man, that was something. That was something else. He's like, he stands up and he's like passing out. Wow, man, that was something else right there.
So yeah, a really crazy but not super unexpected ending to his interview from Adam22 on No Jumper. So really, where does the money-hungry friend thing start to come in? Well, after he passed out, you saw his friends come over to him and just try to pull him away and be like, yeah, come on, come over here, man. You know, you really have to think about this. Why did they even let him go on there in the first place? Obviously, it wasn't a case of Adam22 saying, yeah, come on, this is going to be awesome. We want you to come over here, because he obviously didn't want Boonk Gang to be there. He saw that it was a disaster, and he kept repeatedly trying to end the podcast, end the stream, and get him to leave. But he wasn't having any of it. Really, his friends were the ones that brought him there, and we're going to see Adam22 talk about this in a second half of video where he talked about the situation. But Boonk Gang obviously had no idea of what was going on. He was belligerently drunk or high, probably both, and his friends didn't stop him. They allowed him to do it. For what reason? I would say one, because they don't want to make their rich and famous friend angry, because maybe Boonk Gang, their rich and famous friend, will stop being friends with them. and stop giving them free stuff. We're going to get into that more later. Rappers frequently will give their friends free money and free weed and free alcohol because many of these people are also addicts or use substances pretty freely. And even if it's not that, what if they stop Boonk and tell him, hey, what you're doing is not good. This is not a good decision. Even if Boonk doesn't get mad at them and kick them out, guess what? They're not going to get to meet celebrity Adam22. They're not going to get to go on a stream with thousands, if not tens of thousands of viewers. You know, they're not going to get to meet all these cool people who have all these connections and network with people who can maybe help them in their career, because the guy with the pink dreads was named Kid Boo, who famously pretended to be a clone to try to get some clout for his rap career, apparently botted views and followers and stuff. So he was someone who obviously would have benefited greatly from being around Adam22, who could greatly help his career. This clip is a really great representation of how these friendships work. The famous rapper or famous celebrity who's addicted to drugs or alcohol, they don't know what's going on around them. Somehow they can't perceive that these people around them don't have their best interests in mind. So they just kind of go along with it. They keep them around. But their friends, they don't have their best interests in mind whatsoever. They don't care about the celebrity. They care about the clout they can get from them. They care about the money they can get from them. So they just allow their famous friend to engage in self-destructive behaviors, because if they stop them, their rapper friend might not be friends with them anymore. And you don't want that, because if you're not friends with a celebrity anymore, you're not going to get all these free handouts, and you're not going to be taken to parties with other celebrities, and you're not going to be on live streams with people like Adam22. So they just allow them to engage in the behavior. They say, you know, Boonk Gang, you're obviously really inebriated. Yeah, sure, dude, you should go on Adam22's live stream. That's a great idea, bro. And obviously it's not, and we saw where that led him. So after this happened, it kind of went viral, and let's see what Adam22 had to say about this afterwards.
So we were just doing the stream. We were just doing a regular stream, listening to music. Boonk was supposed to show up, so he was supposed to be there. I'd been hit up by his manager earlier in the day, and he told me that Boonk wanted to come in and talk, and it seemed like a very logical interview to do, because Boonk got deleted off Instagram. He had like 5 million followers, and you know, he doesn't have a way to communicate his life to the people anymore. So it seemed like a perfect time, perfect opportunity to get him on the show, talk to him about why he got his Instagram deleted. Anyway, Boonk shows up immediately. He is just so fucked up. Like, you know, eyes are just glossy as it seemed like he was probably on Xanax and like drunk too, because I saw him drinking vodka, right?
It seemed like Xanax and alcohol to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, from watching it,
tequila, right?
Tequila.
Giant ball of tequila.
He was drinking tequila. So my point of view at that moment was, boom, get the hell out of here. Like, you cannot do the interview like this, because, you know, I've done plenty of interviews where people were clearly like on Xanax or just drunk or, you know, super high or coked up or whatever. And I've never really like got that feeling of like, no, I can't do this. Boonk showed up like that. And one thing I do want to say too is like, who is he hanging out with that allowed him to be in this state and then go to an interview? Because I was thinking about it, like, if I was 10% as drunk as Boonk was in that moment, I would definitely expect all of my friends to not let me go and do an interview. So I just want to throw that out there, that it doesn't seem like there's necessarily a lot of people in his life who really give a shit about him, because if they did, they would probably step in and intervene and be like, you know, number one, maybe you shouldn't be getting this loaded in the first place. But number two, maybe you should at the very least not be getting that loaded before an interview. Like, his manager was not actually there, and he hit me up afterwards, and his manager said, yo, was that clip of him passing out and hitting his head on the wall real? Like, the manager questioned it.
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's kind of...
It was real, because he was...
Did he smell like liquor and all that?
He passed out outside. He was like just sitting there, like just thought I was gonna puke. He was just drooling and stuff like that, just laying there. Like, I mean, he pulled up and I was like, oh, and I go, oh, maybe you shouldn't go in there. And then he was just, you know, they were like dragging him in there, the people he was with.
Some weekend at Bernie, yeah, because how the hell is he gonna get there on his own? He was so fucked up that I doubt he even could have called an Uber, never mind drove.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like he couldn't even function his own body to walk. So it's like, at that point, why didn't they just like, no, you're not going anywhere?
Yeah, like, obviously you should not be going to do an interview when you're in that state.
I feel bad for him.
Well, I
feel
I
terrible
know he's
for him.
gonna do is whatever the fuck he wants, no matter what, anyway,
Yeah.
and like that's what he wants to do. But it's like,
Damn.
it sucks that he doesn't have anybody in his life to be like, chill the fuck out.
I mean, it's super sad because, yeah, none of those people apparently give a shit. And then what's super sad is when you really think about it, Boonk has a lot of opportunities that he could really make something out of his fame, you know?
So Adam22, probably being around these types of situations all the time, sees it for what it is. People who don't care about the guy's safety, they don't care about his well-being, they just want to be around him because they benefit a lot from it. But when it comes down to helping them, when they really need someone to tell them what's right, when they really need someone to tell them the truth that they can't see, they just ignore it. They don't really care. And as of today, Boonk Gang claims he's turned his life around and is now sober. I really hope that's the case, and I'm really rooting for him. But it's not as if this was an exclusive thing for Boonk Gang, because it's not. This happens to celebrities all the time. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Lil Xan, who doesn't really need much of an introduction. He was a SoundCloud rapper who, by his name, you guessed it, was addicted to drugs. And it was also documented by Adam22 that he had a ton of fake friends beside him that really didn't care about his well-being. They lied to him, they let him live with his delusions because they benefited. They got free money, they got free drugs, they got all kinds of free handouts and clout from him, and all they had to do was just sit by and say, yeah, what you're doing is fine. It's cool, bro. Yeah, man, this song is awesome. Yeah, dude, yeah. Oh, you're fine. Yeah. Like, they had to lie to him to keep his friendship. So we're gonna take a look at a vlog from Adam22. And this video really shows the dynamic of the friends lying to the rappers and playing to their delusion for their own personal gain. I think you'll enjoy this one, so let's go to the Adam22 vlog showing how Lil Xan is living his life.
Now we're gonna hop in this big body Uber or whatever the hell it is, and we're gonna go see Lil Xan because apparently he's got a show now, a podcast, something. He wants to talk to me. He's come on my show a whole bunch of times, so I guess I got to do it for him. We are about to sit in some maddeningly insane traffic, but I'm so ready. Let's go. Appreciate you, man. Yo. What's up, guys? Look at this setup, bro.
Aaron. Nice to meet you, man.
AJ, man. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Tony. I'm Amber.
Is there any food here?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Business?
So at this point, we've arrived at Lil Xan's house where he's recording a live podcast for the company Caffeine. And before Adam22 even gets to meet Lil Xan, he's first greeted with a ton of different people, some who are presumably employees of Caffeine who are helping produce the podcast, but also a whole gaggle of random people who are just hanging out for whatever reason. More on that later.
My dog, how you doing?
Yeah, bud.
Good, man.
What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
What is it?
Just there's some strips and the mac and cheese,
What?
the veggies, there's some drinks. We're gonna get some more though. For you.
Dying of
You and the
hunger out
crew.
here.
Yeah, help yourself.
So what, you just shooting a friggin' reality show out here in your garage?
Yeah, you know, hey, good. Shout out Fox. Shout out Fox.
Fox is financing it?
Yeah.
For now.
For now.
So now we've gotten to meet Lil Xan, who's very obviously drunk or high, probably both. And the house is filled with a bunch of random people drinking and smoking, probably doing other drugs off camera. And believe me, it's gonna get worse than this later.
Then I walk in and I just like immediately got a fucking Native American spirit and a fucking
God bless
chicken
America.
strip.
I was like opening the door. No, they're like Adam shit, so I was like opening the door.
You put this shit together, it's just
I don't
really
know.
hidden, huh? I wore a shirt with a graph of my life on it.
Peeking.
Shout out to my boy Reed Stark. This is a graph of all of our lives.
He did a full thing. He's like, Michael Jackson do shit to me, and I'm over people giving him a bad name.
So you should have asked him that. That would have been wild.
He
Bring
got
it back
some
on.
nookie from Michael Jackson and didn't even tell me. That's
I feel like low key, if Michael Jackson touched me, I would like tell everyone. That's lame, bro. I'd be like, it's bad.
So this is the point where things start to get kind of strange. Of course, we saw more concerning behavior from Lil Xan, incoherent mumbling, saying things and just not being able to finish his sentence, and everybody just sits idly by pretending this is normal because for Lil Xan at this time, it was normal. And throughout the video, make sure you pay special attention to this guy who's wearing a green beanie whose name is apparently Chad. I haven't been able to dig up much about this guy online, but when this vlog was recorded, to me he seemed to to be the biggest leech and enabler of Lil Xan, and you'll see a lot of interesting behavior from this guy throughout the video, so make sure to pay special attention.
You already know. Okay. We doing Nick and we doing Henny. We gotta do this properly. And I got the perfect companion for the Hennessy. That's that green apple. That's called Henriere. Hennessy Perrier. Henriere. This is what kitchen islands are made for. Pulling up Hennessy, smoking cigs, getting nicked up.
There's some juice in there too.
So we've just witnessed a grown man drinking obscene amounts of Hennessy and talking about getting nicked up like a 14-year-old would on nicotine. But the one safe thing to assume about this is that none of these guys are paying for any of this alcohol or the cigarettes or the weed or any of that. Of course, it's all provided by Lil Xan and his profits from his music and deals like the one he has in this video with the live streaming company Caffeine. And while these guys are totally leeching off of Lil Xan and seem to be kind of playing him for money, a lot of them don't really seem to be doing a super good job of it. As you probably noticed throughout this video, and you'll notice further down the line in the video, they seem to just be ignoring him a lot of the time, and just when he says something, they almost pretend that he didn't say anything and just continue their own conversations on the side. But Lil Xan doesn't seem to take note, because if you didn't notice already, he's kind of high, just a little bit.
So we're here, we're at Lil Xan's compound out here in Corona. He's kind of taking a step back from the LA life, and he's sort of just vibing out down here. We got Chad, funny ass Chad, Instagram guy. We're gonna see what Lil Xan wants to talk to me about. It's gonna be interesting. Also, let's not leave the weed right there, because somebody's gonna smoke it.
And before the absolute worst part of the video begins, we got to see Adam22 describe Lil Xan leaving the LA life and chilling in Corona, California, which is really code word for his music career at this point wasn't doing so hot, and you know, he wasn't making as much money as he used to, so he had to move to a cheaper area because LA is a bit pricey.
Man, with the real sugar, this is gonna make me off the wall. I didn't have one that wasn't diet.
It looks like an iPhone.
This is what he does all day. He just stands out here and smokes cigs next to his car.
In these next scenes, make sure to notice the host of the vlog, Adam22, trying as hard as he can to stay away and hide in the background.
What's up, yo? What's up, awesome no jumper, man. Love you guys. Love the beanies, especially. Oh, my shit fell out. What the f? Baby, you love me. Baby, you love me. Hey, yo, we coming back. You say my music fell off. I'm a f***ing celebrity, but I'm about to be the biggest motherfucking rapper after I drop this next tape.
Spoiler alert, he didn't.
Let's show him that song. What song? Baby, you love me? All right, I'm gonna give y'all a snippet of Baby, you love me. Let's get Adam's opinion.
And for copyright reasons, I can only show you a few seconds of the song, but I can assure you that a huge portion of it is just repeating "Baby you love me," and the rest of it isn't so good. And keeping that in mind, make sure you pay attention to the guy in the green beanie, Chad. Look at his reactions to the song. I can tell you, you can listen to the song yourself, and I can assure you that you'll come to the conclusion that his reactions to the song are a little bit exaggerated, obviously to show Lil Xan that support, because with these guys, they really are yes men. They really are going to tell a rapper or any celebrity that whatever they're doing is fine. You know, they're not going to call them out and say, you know, dude, your addiction is a little bit concerning. They're not going to tell them, you know, this music, it's just not very good. You're not putting a lot of effort into it. This is not going to be a hit, you know, like Lil Xan claims is really going to make him a huge rapper again and all this. It's obviously not true, but the second these guys tell Lil Xan the truth, he might drop them. They might stop getting their free money. They might stop getting their free clout and attention, and they might stop getting featured in vlogs with 1 million views. So these guys just play along, because what do they have to lose? If Lil Xan crashes and burns, I mean, they'll just move on, you know? They're gonna get their handouts from someone else, and that's really the crux of this issue. People that are lying to celebrities, enabling their addiction, pretending everything is okay, just so they can continue their their lifestyle of mooching off of these people and what they achieved. And once again, notice Adam22 in the background, completely uninterested, unamused at this song, talking to all the other people in the garage, and then he realizes, yeah, maybe I should go in the car. So begrudgingly, he makes his way to the car, and then the second he steps in, the second Lil Xan can see him, he turns on his, oh man, you know, this is an awesome song, this is so hype, yeah, like that kind of thing. And they're both just dancing to this song, which is not good. Once again, the song is not good, and they're just pretending that it's good. You see this all the time, people pretending that something that obviously isn't true is, and it's just kind of sad, honestly, to see someone on drugs, people telling them things that aren't true, and they believe it. It really is a little bit sad. Now let's take a look at that clip of Adam22 one more time.
Baby, you love me, yeah, baby.
Can I get a lighter, please, God? Can I get a lighter? I gotta suck to get a lighter in this. I got no weed, I got no lighter. I'm leaving set.
So Chad, green beanie guy, just said that he doesn't have any weed, he doesn't have a lighter, he's leaving, and I know he said it jokingly, but it's kind of true. If he wasn't getting these free things, presumably from Lil Xan, he probably wouldn't be around.
5 minutes. 5 minutes, we go live.
Oh,
Adam, you're on the far right.
Oh, wait, so I'm
Those things are crackhead cigs.
What?
Those cigs are crazy, bro.
Bro.
Why are you smoking organic Newport?
Oh my God.
I live in LA, mother.
And they're mint. That's a weird ass organic Newport. I was only smoking kale cigarettes.
Roll up. They said to roll up the sunroof so hot.
It's got no weed.
Hot boxing these. So basically, we're in the whip right now with Lil Xan, Lil Xanax, and
Yo,
Chad,
what's
and
up?
They're hot boxing these organic Newports, and it is crazy.
Xanarchy.
For the youth, don't smoke cigarettes.
Hey, we out here, bro. Fuck Jules, bro. We trying to save kids' lives, okay?
You hear about the Juul epidemic? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I almost died from my Jules.
That's natural selection. If you're like 19 and a Juul is enough to take you out, it was gonna be something else sooner or later.
But it did scare me enough to stop Juuling.
Me too. That's why I stopped Juuling and I started saving.
So here we just get to see more of the fantastic lifestyle they're all living, hotboxing a luxury car with cigarettes. That's fantastic. And then we get to see a nice conversation, a very intellectual conversation about quitting Juuls, which was a vape that was popular at the time, and instead start to smoke. Usually the opposite of what people will do, but you know, these people lead very interesting lives. I don't think I would understand, or any of my viewers. It's really just above our level.
Make up questions. Like,
yeah.
If you don't see any questions, just be like, Adam, somebody wants to know.
How many times have you seen Adam?
Like, oh shit, this is dope.
What'd you say?
How do I send people to it? Do you have a link?
What's the link to go to? Can you tell us the? They're unorganized. Do you want to just?
I'm just trying to scare people. They're so unorganized, but I love them. Please don't cut me, Fox.
Yeah.
To my car.
And by this point in the video, you've probably gotten a good idea of what's going on here. In between Lil Xan's bizarre moments of being extremely high, he'll tell some joke that's not really very funny, or at least mildly funny, and everyone around him will just die of laughter like he's the best comedian in the world. He could make a living doing stand-up comedy, because that's just how these guys have to operate. If you want to continue freeloading, if you want to continue mooching off of Lil Xan's success or any other celebrity, guess what? You're gonna have to stay in good graces with them. If you want the free money, you want the free alcohol, you want the free drugs, because keep in mind, some of these people are addicts themselves, maybe not specifically in this video, but just in general. You have to kind of stay in good graces with a celebrity, laugh at their jokes, tell them their music is amazing, dance along with it, show them that you're their biggest supporter. That's just what you have to do, and it's kind of debasing a little bit. Sometimes it manifests in strange ways, like laughing at a joke that isn't funny, and believe me, you're going to see more of that in this video later. And oftentimes, to everybody but the celebrity themselves, this is just completely obvious, because once we're finished with the video, we're going to take a quick look at the YouTube comment section of this vlog, and we're going to see that the audience kind of took notice of what was going on there. And at this point, the live show from Caffeine is beginning, and to me, the camera work from this vlog seems really weird, really bizarre way to frame things, because it seems as if they're purposefully recording Lil Xan to make him seem like he's even more of a drug addict, to do zoom-ins of his face when he's like slumped over basically. His eyes are like all squinting. It seems like he's almost nodding off, him drinking, seemingly ashing a cigarette on the table, and it just doesn't seem like a good scene overall. I mean, you don't need me to tell you that. It's pretty obvious, but it's just strange. Just enjoy the rest of the video.
He does not edit comments. I can't talk about how much money it is, but I don't have a job. That's a lot of money.
It was enough to buy a used Volvo.
I wish I had a Volvo. Alright, guys, this is what we're gonna do for the next game. Loser gets tased. Oh! Loser gets tased.
I don't even want to play this shit.
You can't play that shit.
Wait, you want me to go up now? Let's go.
Okay, fucking do this shit, alright? Let's go. Ask me questions, please, so we can do it. Guys, we're in comments right now, so ask us what you want me to ask these guys. Let's go.
Me and
let's get going, bro. When is the next album dropping?
December 3rd, Xanarchist Cookbook. We on top 5 this time.
You tell me, he's like, bro, I got no diseases. I was like, yeah.
I've never got an STD, but I don't fuck with condoms, but I'm not a hoe no more. So stop calling me Hoego. Yeah. Stop calling me Hoego. Thank you to Adam. Hey! Oh, hey!
I do got later.
Okay.
I can see myself.
Yo, technology, bro. What the
Yo, we're on one tonight.
Yeah. I will open my eyes soon, guys. I promise.
No, he will not. No, he will not.
Go Bears.
The Bears.
I'm reading, I mean, okay, Tanya said Diego's a musical genius.
Oh, thank you, Tanya.
Shoot him. I guess that's what I deserve for not paying attention. I'm going live so I can get my own comment stream going.
What did you think about Pete?
I'm going live on Caffeine.
What did you think about Pete, though?
Hey, Mac Miller.
He was a great kid, dude. I miss him.
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller, guys.
Rest in peace, Mac Miller. That was your boy, huh?
Rest in peace.
Yo, I'm with Lil Xan. Let the record show.
Yo.
Everybody follow and like and comment and subscribe.
Xanarchy TV, man. Xanarchy TV. Like, click that link in my bio. Thank you. I love
We're
you.
currently live on the Caffeine app.
Adam, you look
Tweeted
good
the
on
link.
it.
So the link is out there.
Yo, Adam looks pretty good on the camera.
Let me see this. I might have to give him a dance.
Oh,
damn. So that was fun. Chad drank the lava lamp. He drank from a lava lamp.
Kiss me, you little slut.
And he told us he was a gay stripper, dude.
And then to finish the vlog off, it was revealed that the live show they came to record ended up getting cut short for some reason, and I couldn't exactly make out what it was because Lil Xan was a little bit incoherent in telling us why. From what I gathered, maybe they were just too drunk and high and started burning cigarettes into their legs or something. And the producers from Caffeine were just like, oh, all right, cut this off, shut this down. We cannot be responsible for this. That's what I got from it. I don't know.
All right, me and Lil Xanny had a good time.
Yep.
Chad drank the lava.
Yeah, and the stream got cut short because we were burning cigarette holes in it. So,
That was what took us offline?
Yeah.
But do we have the video even though it was on a live stream?
Yeah, we still have it, but
good, because that's real content.
At that moment, they literally took off the broadcast, man.
Man, that's good.
But yeah. Quite the interesting vlog there. And taking a look at the comment section on YouTube, it's basically what I talked about here. Would legit rather have no friends at all than be surrounded by people like this. My life really isn't so bad after watching this. This is seriously one of the most depressing videos I've seen in a while. I feel really bad for Diego, who is Lil Xan. He seems like he has a really good heart, but he's not surrounded by good people. And probably best of all, this looks like Breaking Bad when Jesse let all those homeless people party at his house. And yeah, it does seem kind of like what it is. As of now, Lil Xan will occasionally seem to be more sober. You can check him when you're watching this and maybe look at his Instagram and see if he's posted any stories, see if he's slurring or not. But even if his situation with drugs is doing better today, financially, career-wise, it doesn't seem to be going as well. His music isn't doing very well. He's had a ton of issues lately, and Adam22 talked about this on his podcast with his fellow hosts, really going into some of the issues that Lil Xan had faced and is currently facing. And a lot of these comments, I think, don't only apply to Lil Xan, even though they were directed at him, but could apply to any celebrity who is in his situation of having fake friends and a declining career. So let's give it a quick listen.
And how do you feel like about the whole SoundCloud era? Because I feel like it's just more and more of them guys just going down the fucking drain.
It's getting to that point where we're seeing these artists who either made it or didn't make it, and the ramifications of
doing that stuff at a young
real
age.
life,
you know, like peaking when they're 18, 19,
yeah,
not knowing how to handle life past 23.
And I just felt like I had to say something at a certain point because it's just really out of hand, dude.
But see, that's what a lot of that's the problem is that these kids, because they are kids when they start getting fame.
I don't like the kids.
No,
thing.
listen,
like,
listen.
Weird.
No, listen to what I'm saying. These kids, right, when they start getting a little bit of fame, they got everybody kissing their ass all day and telling them that they ain't doing nothing wrong. And when they fall off and when shit ain't going their way now, the world is telling them what it really is, and they can't accept that and handle that, and they don't know how to handle their real problems in the real world.
I feel like in certain perspectives, like an 18, 19-year-old person can
18, you're still a kid.
Can be still considered, especially in business relationships and drug.
It's like you're definitely this is like 25 now, bro.
No, now, but I'm saying his whole career, probably everybody been telling him everything you're doing is cool. So he's taking drugs, he's getting fucked up. Like, you know, it's a lot of yes men in this industry. And when them yes men are gone and people really tell you how they feel about you and how you really are, half of these motherfuckers won't know how to handle that situation.
Imagine always like when the money's flowing in, there's no complaints. You know what I mean? Like when everything's fine and dandy, there's no complaints. And then like now that like you can tell that no one's really listened to a Lil Xan song in a minute. Now he's like, yo, these dudes were mean to me.
That's
you
the
know,
point.
blah blah.
Reality is hit Lil Xan now. You feel me? The money probably not coming in the same way.
It seemed like he was back at like his mom's house or some you know what I'm saying? Like
Stat's been paying Xan's mom's rent since the beginning of his career. Like he's the reason why Xan's family isn't completely fucked.
How do you think he probably is doing financially? Like you think like he still got money left over? You think he probably ran through it already?
Never had. Because Stat's trying to get 30 grand out of him to finish up the balance on the fucking
on the
G-Wagon.
On the
and
G-Wagon.
he don't got 30 grand for it. That's like the whole thing with all this.
And that's the problem, that people, bro, they idolize these people for a short period of time and people move on like this.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's just, it sucks to see someone where all of a sudden you can't even take them seriously at all.
The fact that you're saying he potentially doesn't even have this 30 grand when he had who knows how much money at one
that's
point.
a reality
Like,
I would
artists,
cut
right?
my arm off if Lil Xan has $30,000.
So, you know, just to finish this off, I mean, all I really can say is that if you're a celebrity, you're probably not watching this, but if you're a celebrity, you really have to watch out who you surround yourself with, because Lil Xan was obviously someone who was not in a good place mentally at this time. A few years have passed since this vlog was released, and sometimes it seems like he might be more sober now, sometimes maybe not. But when you're in a bad state of mind like that, especially when you're on drugs, maybe combined with other mental illnesses, you just cannot surround yourself with people like this, because they'll lie to you, they'll say anything to you, and they just want money at the end of the day. They just want status, they just want whatever they can get from you, and then if you lose all of it, they won't be there for you because they're not your real friends. And ultimately, this actually can hurt the person's career other than just losing money, because around this time, Lil Xan was releasing a lot of music like that Baby You Love Me song, and they were telling him, it's good, dude, this is great music. They were dancing to it, they were hyping him up, they were pretending it was going to be a big hit too. But guess what? It wasn't a big hit. It has like 150,000 views on the official YouTube video for it, you know? Maybe if they tell him the truth, he would have said, yeah, maybe I need to work on my music more. Maybe I need to get off these drugs because it's negatively impacting my career. But those things didn't happen, and maybe he's not on drugs so hard anymore from what some people are saying, but his career is not in a good place like most of those SoundCloud rap era guys. But you really have to be careful who you surround yourself with, because these type of people exist everywhere, even if you're not a celebrity. I mean, there's going to be people like this throughout your entire life. You're going to meet people like this, and that archetype exists everywhere, in every country, every society. It always has, and it always will. So if you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like and subscribe and leave a comment down below with your opinion on the video. This is my first video I'm doing for the channel. Maybe it'll be my second when I upload, but I plan on doing longer form commentary videos on interesting social issues and whatnot. So if you enjoy that kind of thing, once again, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next one. Have a good day.